On Thursdays, Mr. Peters works late shifts at the bank. It is tedious and quiet work, but it must be done. He's a very young bank employee, and he is full of ambition. He finishes at midnight and leaves for home to rest his tired self. Mr. Peters is as efficient as he is productive. He does not run, he simply walks at an adequate pace to conserve energy. He's an orderly thinker and plans the quickest route to his house. He has the way all mapped out, practically by step, in his adept mind. From work to home. Mr. Peters turns the corner and comes to an alleyway shortcut where he continues his walk. However, before he can properly step, he notices a man across the alley on the other side walking towards his end. Fear strikes. Mr. Peters is quite discomforted by the man. The man's posture is awkwardly crooked, and his walk is an odd stumble. But alas, Mr. Peters keeps on walking. The man is probably lost, he thought, as he took another few steps further. Mr. Peters is rather frightened of the man. His left arm appears to be jittering, and he has a poor sense of balance. But alas, Mr. Peters keeps on walking. The man is probably drunk, he thought, as he took another few steps further. Mr. Peters is very scared of the man. His clothes look old and out of place, and his shoes are not a pair. But alas, Mr. Peters keeps on walking. The man is probably going through some problems, he thought, as he took another few steps further. Mr. Peters is really terrified of the man. His breath is erratic and inhuman, and his presence vile. But alas, Mr. Peters keeps on walking. The man is probably subtly insane, he thought, as he took another few steps further. Mr. Peters is genuinely horrified of the man. His face... As Mr. Peters looks back, his conscience is eerily settled. The fear is non-existent, for when he looked back, there was no one there. There was no one there.